Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Real Juicy Detox. Welcome to my beach room. I'm Burns. I'm your certified detox specialist. And today we're going to be talking all about continuing to pull this entire beautiful transition from a standard American diet into a beautiful, healthy diet in order to jumpstart our ability and our natural tendency for our body to want to heal itself. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know if you're watching this, and if you're here on the live, let me know if my sound is all okay. And we're going to wait for students to jump into class so that we can start the conversation and get to see where everybody is at. Let me know if you guys are watching. If you're watching on the live, drop a comment in the comments in the live chat, and we'll pull them up on the screen, like Niece's comment. Hello, Niece. How are you doing? How was your Sunday? Oh my goodness. Did you have a good weekend? I had a great weekend. Great weekend getting ready for our juice and fruit feast to start tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Are you guys jumping on board with this tomorrow with us? Hey, yo, here for a few minutes. Been working in the garden all day. I know, Dawn, you guys are doing such an amazing job. You're growing all of your own food. How incredibly cool is that? That is the way to go. Talk about sustainability. Am I right? You got dirt up all in every elbow crease, and you're just doing such an amazing job. I'm looking at you and I'm like, oh man, I want to be planting a garden, but I'm packing up the house. We're getting ready to head out of here. 3 more weeks. 3 more weeks. 3 more weeks till we move. Olga, hi, Olga. How are you? So glad to see you here. Olga, I was mentioning you yesterday, sorry, or the day before yesterday in our last class. I was mentioning about people in our class who've been able to expel these cancerous tumors out of their body through their skin. And I was mentioning you. I was talking about what an absolute champion and warrior you are, that you are really taking this healing protocol just to levels that just amaze and just inspire so many of us. So congratulations. How are you doing these days? I hope that you are feeling well. I know the healing process can be intense, right? But, congratulations for sticking with it. You're just such an amazing person. Such an amazing person. And I hope your son is doing well. Carrie is here. Hello, all, says Carrie. Hi, Carrie. So glad to see you. My Sunday is going well and I'm doing good. Awesome. Excellent. Excellent. Jessica is here. Hi, Jessica. So great to see you in class as well. Dawn says, we're so excited. I haven't had anything but juice today, and I swear I was powered by the sun. Never thought about food once. Just proof is in the pudding, man. You were powered by your juices, which were grown by the sun, and you were powered by the sun. How amazing is that? Right? These juices are cellular dynamic energy. They're going to do it for you every single time. Lauren is here. Hi, ready to try my first juice cleanse. Awesome. I can't wait to get started with that one with you guys tomorrow. Bob asks, are you going to be living close to the beach in Costa Rica? That would be awesome. Yeah, that is our goal. But we've decided instead of Costa Rica, we're going to go to Mexico. We're going to actually move to Bucerias, Mexico. So we are super excited. It's going to be quite an adventure. Hi, Sherry. So glad to see you made it to class tonight. Oh my gosh, you've been to almost every class in the last, 2 weeks since I started doing the initial transition to the standard American diet into a living food diet. You're doing really well, babe. You're here every day. Barry is also here. How are you guys doing, Barry? I hope that you are well. Yes, ready to get started juicing tomorrow. I am super excited. I'm super ready. And the reason why I was able to get into this frame of mind and mindset to do our 10-day fruit feast, fruit detox to heal your body, the reason why this is going to be so much easier for me to slip into now is because I've used these last 2 weeks to start tightening up and start making my everyday eating a little bit more living food only. And it has made a world of difference. My bowels have never been better. My skin has never been clearer. My energy has never been better. I'm happier. and I'm just ready for it. I'm all 100% raw. That's not true. Today I did have a salad with some chickpeas in it, and my sprouted chickpeas didn't really go that well. So I used a can of ready cooked chickpeas, but for the most part, completely raw, high fruit, high fruit. That is the way to go. And that is what we're going to be talking about in today's class. This class wraps up our 8-part series in transitioning from a standard American diet into a living food protocol. So we're going to be wrapping up just by touching on the 2 different types of menu protocols that you might be choosing if you are doing this 2-week, or maybe it's a 2-month, or maybe it's a 1-week transition from what you were eating before into more living food. Whatever it is, everyone's journey here is different. There's no set rules, or aside from a few things like no animal products and limiting your fat intake, and keeping the body and the mind properly fueled with living food. That's really the only stipulation. So we're going to be getting into a vitality menu and a bold detox menu. And these are to be applied in your transition phase, either going into or coming out of a juice cleanse or an all fruit cleanse. Terry is here. Hi, Terry. So glad to see you. How are you doing? Thanks a lot for everything you say about me. Oh, honey, I can just listen. It's really hard for you to write something, just a big problem to tell you something. Yeah, I hope I will get good one day. I'm eating just fruit and I eat just a very little bit. Okay, I'll send you a private message and maybe we can catch up and we can, get you through this little bit of detox that you're going through, or a lot of detox that you're going through. But you're doing an amazing job, Olga. Oh my goodness. We want to try to get your eating up as much as possible, even if it's, increasing how much you're nibbling on throughout the day. If you can hit those grapes, if you can get any organic grapes, that would be amazing for you. But let's schedule a chat so that I can help support you in that. Hey, Carol is here. Hi, Carol. So glad to see you. Hey, Karen. Hi, Burns. I'm doing the fruity detox with you and all the lovely people on here. Fingers crossed I can control my food cravings. I want to talk about that before we get started with class, okay? Because that's a really important topic that it affects a lot of people, right? These cravings. And I want to let you guys know, and you say I have a major food addiction, which makes it hard for me. Okay, so I want you to know that whenever we start talking and we start, oops, I need to plug my thing in. Whenever we start identifying these food addictions, and these cravings, what we need to understand is that oftentimes we're not eating enough food. This is not a deprivation diet. This is not a restriction diet. It's quite the opposite. And if you come into this work with major food addictions, then you probably are going to be somebody who's going to try to eventually want to constrict and restrict your eating. Let me know if that's the case for you. Karen, do you usually find that you're too stringent and you're too strict? How much are you eating? That plays a big part in our cravings, huge part. I will continue this topic. Just give me 1 second, guys. I totally forgot to bring my power to plug my phone in and did not plug in the landline. Okay, so hold on 1 second. Nope, it's wrapped around. Come on. Come on, baby. Oh, boy. Alrighty. What is going on? What is going on? No, I don't want that either. Dang it. Give me 1 second, you guys. Nope. Okay. Got my power plugged in. It's amazing. Every single time, there's got to be one thing that I forget to do. It's a long story with me. I would love to chat one day with you, possibly. Absolutely. But I want you guys also to feel comfortable with sharing in the group because, what we share about our journey and our struggles can be really, really helpful for other people. So, don't feel like, oh, I don't want to reveal too much of myself. Listen, we all struggle with things. We all struggle with things. Some of us have struggled with body dysmorphia. That is me for sure. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I hear people tell me, "Oh my God, Burns, you're so tiny." And I'm like, "Are you talking to me? Like, what are you talking about?" I've never had a full-blown eating disorder, but I've had a really messed up relationship with food. Absolutely, thinking that, "Ooh, I can't eat this," and "Ooh, I can't eat that," and "Oh, that's going to make me gain weight," without really understanding about food chemistry and the role that food plays in our food addictions, and food addictions are the worst things to have because we need food to survive. And I'm here for you guys. If you guys want to reach out to me, definitely, I would love to chat with you one day as well. You guys know that I do private one-on-one coaching, right? I do individual sessions as well as month-long sessions. I'm doing them less and less now because I have a lot going on with the house selling and moving. But if you guys really need to reach out and get some extra one-on-one support, then just send me a private message and we can set up a individual one-on-one coaching session. But suffice it to say that when we have cravings, it is because we're not fueling our body enough, and our body is craving glucose and fructose. Our body is craving that simple, unrefined, beautiful cellular dynamic energy. And when we restrict ourselves, this is where people get confused. I don't use willpower, by the way. It's been almost a year on this protocol for myself, and I don't have to tap into anything to do with willpower or discipline. And thank God, because I suck at both of those things big time. Let me tell you, I really do. So what this is all about is keeping every system and every cell in our body properly hydrated, properly alkalized, and properly nourished. And we do that with high quantities of fruit. And sometimes we have to work through the mental self-limiting stories that tell us, oh, we can't have that much. Oh, bananas. Oh, that'll make you fat. Those kind of things. So, just know that just come along on the ride, whether it is doing your transition program to go from a standard American diet into a living food protocol, or if you're now ready to do a 10-day fruity detox, heavy focus and emphasis on the fruit. I'm going to be teaching 10 days consecutively every single day on our juice feast. And our fruit feast is what I'm calling it. And come to class, because that way you'll stay inspired. You'll stay more accountable. You can check in. You can drop your comment and let me know that you are here. Like Anne Marie, I just got 10 pounds of oranges for tomorrow. Isn't that such a good feeling for your juice feast? So coming to class every single day for the next 10 days is going to be really impactful, because not only are we going to be connecting with our community here, but I'm also going to be teaching on a bunch of different topics that we really need to understand as we continue to extend our knowledge about what we're doing to heal the body. We're going to be getting into why juicing to detox. What are the 4 different types of detox that you can do? 4 different types of, fasts that you can do. We're going to be talking about the endocrine system and the importance of healthy adrenals and what we can do to keep our adrenal glands really, really healthy. Mainly, stay away from meat, stay away from caffeine, because they will shut you down. Stay away from as much as you can. Stay away from hormones, stay away from steroids, stay away from mineral supplements. All of those things damage and destroy your adrenal glands. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about what to expect in your detox, what to expect while you're detoxing. What symptoms can you expect to experience? What cleansing reactions, cleansing symptoms is your body going to be going under? And what are the benefits? Like, what are the benefits that you could expect to experience once you are through this? Oh, I've got an echo going on. I do apologize, everybody. I just realized my laptop was not muted. We're also going to be talking about kidney filtration and about proper, good, healthy bowel health. The GI tract undergoes a lot of changes during a juice feast, and even during when you switch from a mainly cooked diet into more living food. Everything changes. And sometimes when we go through these things initially and on our own, it seems, because I know a lot of you are out there, you feel like you're on your own. That's why I have this beautiful community, so that we can feel like we are not alone, and we can know that we can connect with the right information from a certified detox specialist. What better way to get your information, right? So we're going to be going through all of those things. So definitely come to class every day. It's going to mean the world of difference. And it's 10 beautiful chapters in this new aspect of our healing. So I'm excited about that. Blessings, Olga. I will pray for your healing and getting through your detoxing. Yeah, we pray for her every single day. Thank you so much, Barry. Hi there, Lynn. So glad to see you here. Welcome to class. Are you new, Lynn? Oh my gosh, either you're new or you have a new profile picture. Welcome to class. So glad to see you. I understand, honey. This is like for all of us, right? I would talk about my food addiction and my debilitating health history, but I would literally need to type a novel. It's definitely not under eating. Maybe I can do one-on-one with you in the future. I'm here for you. So yeah, I understand. Binge eating is a hell of a thing, and I've helped a lot of people deal with that and kind of come to a new level of consciousness about the food that we are putting into our body. But I will say this for sure. This is a journey of self-love. This is about you loving yourself more and about feeling worthy to treat your body in a loving, respectful, caring way. And that's what we work on here. We work on all aspects of this program and this protocol. And with that, why don't we get started on tonight's class? How about that? Let's start with this awesome meme. I love this. I saw this today in the group, and I snatched it up to share with you guys. Switch your mentality, and this is perfect timing for you, Karen. Look at that. I think this was meant just for you. Switch your mentality from I am broken and I am helpless to I'm growing and healing, and watch how your life changes for the better. So often we go into different experiences like a healing journey, and we think that we're broken and helpless. I know that's what I felt at the beginning of my journey, well before I got to the juicing part, when I started my journey of healing myself from my initial diagnosis of cancer in 2011, and then my 3 months later, my marriage ending, and at the same time, retiring my business that gave me so much sense of identity and purpose, Passion Fruit Designs, my bikini design business. I know that I felt unlovable. I felt broken. I thought, who would love me? Who would possibly love me? I have cancer. I'm probably going to die. I'm not going to live much longer. Like, who would sign up for this crazy ride? Like, who would be crazy enough to be in a relationship with me? And what I realized was that I had to go through the healing process from the emotional side and start really healing myself and start feeling more worthy and start feeling like I didn't F things up, because I didn't. Everything happens for a reason in our lives in order to help us grow, and it is all part of the healing process. I know, Anne-Marie, isn't that a great quote? I love this quote. I saw it and I was like, oh gosh, I've been looking for a really good meme to start off tonight's class, and I was really glad that I saw that. So let's just talk really quickly. Tonight's class is kind of going to be a quick wrap up of what we've kind of where we're at now. And right now we're talking about the Vitality Detox menu. So remember, this is for people who are transitioning from a standard American diet into a more living food diet. This menu is set up for a 4-week transition from heavy toxic food to pure, more alkaline food, leading to detoxification and regeneration of your system. So you can do this for a 4-week period. You can do this for a 1-week period. You can do this. It's completely up to you. But generally speaking, a 4-week period to transition, it just makes it easier. I know when I started my juicing on June 1st, 2020, last year, I jumped right in with both feet because that's my personality. So if you have a personality where you feel like you just really want to get going with this, still give yourself about 4 or 5 days to transition from what you were doing before, eating mainly cooked food, a lot of animal products, maybe a lot of grain or dairy, processed food, vegan junk food, all of that kind of stuff. Give yourself about 4 days minimum to transition. It will help you on the mental and emotional side of things. It will get you kind of geared up and ready for the healing that's going to take place in your body on a cellular level as well as an emotional level. While this menu is designed for beginners in this process and for social eaters, meaning those who eat out a lot, it is not necessary to use the cooked vegetable and grain alternatives that are offered. So in the menu the menu card that I'm going to show you in a minute, it's actually pretty much all raw, but you can use some grains and you can use some cooked vegetables if you want. That's totally fine when you're transitioning. Instead, for those who want to engage this process more dynamically right from the beginning, or those who are under the care of a health professional or for particular medical conditions, including cancer, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's, spinal cord injuries, Alzheimer's, and other conditions, you can simply at any time choose to eat only raw fruits and vegetables. So you really don't have to go into a 100% raw diet at first. And I just wanted to show you guys, this is kind of an example of how I sometimes eat here. When I say sometimes eat here, usually I don't eat quite as much vegetables. Like in the middle here, it might actually look more like this. Starting the day with a huge bowl of beautiful seeded watermelon. Then for lunch, having a really delicious, this is what I made today, actually, mango pina colada smoothie. And then for the evening, if you want, you can have some beautiful vegetables. This is a very small portion size. I just did this picture for plating purposes, but you would eat and you would have beautiful living food for, like, in quantity wise, as much as fills you up and you feel satiated. In between your meals, you might have juice, and the juice that you can have, again, I don't drink water. I haven't had any water to drink for almost a year. I'm well hydrated, as evidenced by my bathroom visits, both for bowel movements and for peeing. My kidneys are beautifully, properly filtering all the time. There's always a good color to my urine. It's very important. There's a lot of misunderstanding about water in our society. I do not drink water. It is unstructured and it is on the acid side of chemistry. H2O, 2 molecules of hydrogen to 1 molecule of oxygen, and anything with more propensity for hydrogen is on the acid side of chemistry. That's what pH means, potential for hydrogen. So I do not drink water in between my meals. If I'm thirsty, if I'm a little bit hungry, but I don't really feel like eating anything, but usually when I'm drawn to have something to drink, I go to my fruit juices because it's structured, it's alkaline, it's hydrating, because you can only hydrate in an alkaline medium. Only an alkaline medium is going to be hydrating. So I have beautiful fruit juices. I don't ever personally have vegetable juices, but if you want to have vegetable juices, that is totally fine. The reason that I don't personally have fruit juices is because I want that detoxification power and the direct fructose into my bloodstream that beautiful fruit provides. All right, so that is, and like I said, both of these cards are fairly close. That's the bold 100% raw detox menu. And I had this one here showing as well for the Vitality menu. But again, all of this food was raw. Hint, little secret, all of that food was raw. And when we think of raw food, we have to break out of the box. We have to kind of look at food a little bit differently. And we just have to learn how to make it. Like, it's not that hard to make. There are certain textures and certain things in food that you can replicate and mimic with raw food. But suffice it to say that the more simple that you can keep your meals, focusing on high fruit, eating enough, not depriving yourself of nutrition, the more quickly your body is going to detoxify itself, all right, and heal. Let's look at the points on the bold menu. The bold or 100% raw detox menu is used for the serious-minded individual who truly wants to achieve dynamic health and vitality. Is that you guys? Anybody out there? Let me know in the comments if you are kind of in this category. You're really serious. You really want to get going. It's like, that's it. I'm ready. Like, when you know you're ready, you're ready, right? This menu should also be followed by those with chronic and especially degenerative conditions or injuries like cancer, diabetes, MS, Parkinson's, spinal cord injury, or injuries, or Lou Gehrig's disease. A really good tip, no matter which way you decide to go, try to get organic foods if possible. If not, wash your produce. Wash, wash, wash. Use 2 capsules of hydrogen peroxide and the juice of 2 fresh lemons in a sink full of water. You could also add a pinch of salt and let your fruits or vegetables soak for about 5 minutes and then rinse. You may also scrub them if you wish with a vegetable brush. And here are some really important things to remember, you guys. Be happy when you eat. If you are happy when you eat, your digestive enzymes are working, everything is flowing, there's no obstruction of energy. When we get really tense and stressed out or angry or overly sad, like the body constricts, right? So we want to make sure that when we eat, we have a lot of energy, beautiful living energy flowing through our body. Try not to drink when you eat as well. Oh my gosh. So if you're going to eat, this is how I typically eat. If I'm going to eat, let's say, a fruit meal, and then I know that I might want to have something savory as well with that meal, I have all my fruit first. And if you have a bit of fruit first, you're going to quench your thirst. If you come to your meal, let's say it's your dinner meal where you're going to have some beautiful, maybe you're going to make the raw vegan pizza or a cooked gluten-free pizza, that's kind of drier food. Your body is going to need some hydration to kind of make that all, go down properly. So try to have your stuff to drink, whether it's eating it in the chewing food form or drinking it. Try to have that at the beginning of your meal, and then give your body about half an hour to let that all digest and go down before you have a vegetable component. And keep your eating simple and fun, you guys. Don't make these big complicated dishes, although I know sometimes I do make them because I like a bit of variety. But honestly, my happiest time when I'm eating is when I make a really quick salad in the evening if I want something savory, and throughout the day having an abundance of fruit. My day typically goes like this. I wake up in the morning, I have about a liter of juice, and it could be any juice, watermelon and all freshly pressed, orange juice, any juicy fruit that I love. Pineapple is really good. I love tangerine. After I have a liter of juice, I wait until I feel that need to eat again, because that liter of juice, which I sip throughout the first hour that I'm awake, that first liter of juice is going to make me feel full. I'm not going to feel like eating anything. I usually do have that about 8 a.m. By about 11 o'clock, I'm starting to feel a bit hungry. So I make myself a really abundant and bountiful fruit salad. I might chop up 3 or 4, that's a lie. I might chop up 2 or 3 bananas, maybe a couple of mangoes, maybe a couple of oranges. I might sprinkle in there some raisins. Any kind of fruit that I have, I try to fill as big a bowl, bigger than I think I can eat. I'm talking about a really big salad bowl full of fruit. An abundance of fresh fruit is going to nourish your body. It's going to fill you up with the beautiful cellular dynamic food that our body is craving, especially first thing in the morning. I do not intermittent fast. I used to do that, and then I really realized that my body prefers getting cellular dynamic energy right at the beginning of the day. I'm breaking my fast with beautiful living food right at the beginning of the day. And after my 11 o'clock meal, that might satisfy me for a good 3 or 4 hours because I really eat a lot. Um, in the afternoon, I might have more juice, and I listen to my body. If I'm feeling for something savory, I might make a savory juice like my pineapple jalapeno, coriander, and garlic juice with cucumber. Oh my gosh, that is one of the best juices. It's savory. It tastes like a Thai salad. I might grate a little bit of ginger into there. That might be my afternoon juice. That will keep me satiated, hydrated, happy, feeling light, not feeling bogged down for the rest of the afternoon into the evening. And then come evening time, I might have a vegetable salad. I might do some zucchini noodles. I might make some raw sprouted hummus. I might do some wraps. I try to make my evening meal savory like a traditional evening meal would be, but keeping it raw, keeping it raw. I might make a marinara sauce. One of the marinara sauces that I've been making lately that has been just to die for, or to live for rather, consists of 2 tomatoes, 1.5 red pepper, half of an avocado, 4 or 5 medjool dates chopped up, a few sun-dried tomatoes chopped up, some lemon or lime juice, some fresh coriander, maybe some fresh basil, and I just blend that up. Am I remembering everything? I think that's everything. Yeah, I think that's everything. I blend that up until it's kind of smooth but chunky. Oh my gosh, so good on its own. It's almost like a big bowl of chili. And then you can season that up however you want it. You can put a little sprinkling of Italian spices, or you might put some cumin and some onion and a little bit of garlic, like a little bit of garlic. Um, that's what I made yesterday, actually. And then for today, I had leftovers of that because I couldn't eat it all because it was really filling. And I had already been nourishing my body consistently throughout the day. Can you guys see that? Consistently throughout the day, nourishing my body, giving it food ahead of time, never really allowing myself to get hungry. And at the first inkling that I'm feeling a little peckish, like I could eat, that's me listening to my body and taking care of my nutritional needs so that I'm never craving anything. When we tend to restrict and starve ourselves, then that's what leads to binge eating. But when you keep yourself hydrated, when you keep yourself nourished with beautiful living food in abundance, you're not going to have cravings show up for you like you usually would. Most times, hands down, 9 times out of 10, when we have cravings, when we fall off the wagon, when we think, oh, this isn't working, is because we're hungry and we're depriving ourselves. We're not eating enough quantity. Oh, but Burns, I ate 2 bags of grapes. Throw in a few bananas then if you're still hungry after that. So I want you guys to really remember, this is not about deprivation. I cannot stress that enough. I cannot stress that enough, right? This is about getting beautifully dense food that your creator made for you as fuel. That is fruits, high raw, low fat. And if you're going to have any fat, make it a plant-based fat. If you want to really, have really good success, you can add in some nuts and seeds in moderation. But if you're going to be going to try for that bold detox menu, you want to not have any nuts and seeds, no cooked food at all. I challenge you to give it a shot. It will make a world of difference, and it will make your transition into a fruit detox, an all fruit detox, just a breeze. It's like, yeah, that's what I've been doing pretty much. So that is the end of those class notes. I wanted to keep them really brief to wrap things up here. I'm going to be having recipes for you guys as part of a special bonus to this course. And I will fill you guys in on where you can get the link for that when they are done up. And that is going to include recipes. It's going to include some structure, because I know that there are those of us out here who is like, well, I don't know what are you having, Burns? And remember, when we do our juicy, fruity detox, I will be here every single day showing you guys what I'm doing, showing you what I'm eating, and hopefully inspiring you to do the same. All right? Okay. Awesome. Anne Marie says going for 30 days of juicing. That is amazing. That is amazing. Well done. Good for you. We're here for you. Oh, thank you so much, Rachel Burns. You're doing such wonderful work. We just adore, admire, and love you. Thank you so much, Rachel. I love you too, babe. I love you too. Hello, Emoji King in the house. Beautiful to see you. Have already completed over a month of grape juice, but going to continue with the class, feeling better than I have in the last 5.5 months since starting this journey. Carrie, excited to be able to think clear again. Isn't that amazing? Oh my gosh, your story, Carrie, of that feeling like you had had a worm inside of your head and that you no longer have that, and that the moment, remember the days leading up to that, you were really struggling. You couldn't think of anything, you couldn't keep anything in your short-term memory, and you'd be wondering what you were doing in the middle of doing a task. It was that bad. And you have been persevering, and oftentimes right before we have a release of parasites, which it sounds like that is exactly what you had. And by the way, parasites can be anywhere in your body. you know right before that, you had your most intense detox symptoms with that, and you were really wondering, like, what is going on? Like, I gotta function, I can't think of anything. And that was kind of that watershed moment when everything broke and you're able to think clearly. I'm so happy for you. That is an amazing testimony of this protocol and of this power of our nutrition to heal ourselves. You guys, these doctors have been trying to make it really confusing and really dependent on them. We do not have to be dependent on these doctors who just want to push medication and push drugs, and then medication for the side effects from those drugs, and on and on and on. We have the power to heal our body. And the power to heal our body lies in the living fruits. That's just what it is. So if you're suffering with anything in your body, whether it's brain fog or a cancer diagnosis or excessive weight or inflammation, pain, arthritis, colitis, uh, uh, irritable bowel syndrome, constipation, diarrhea, uh, any kind of ulcerative condition, you really owe it to yourself to at least try this. Like, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? You feel a little better, you have better bowel movements, you have more energy, you lose weight, you have more vitality. So many of you, everybody out there, you have a life that is worth living. Can you see that? But of course, if you're deep in your pain and you're deep in suffering and you're filled up on medications and you're depressed and you have anxiety and you feel hopeless and helpless, it's hard to feel like we have something to live for. But I see you guys out there. I see you living your amazing, inspired lives. And I'm like, dang, oh my gosh, you should try what I'm doing because you have so much to live for. Here you are living your best lives. You're doing things. You're out on your adventures. Yes, I see you. Yes, I do see you. You're bringing up beautiful children. You're living your best lives. And some of us out here destroying it. Not me. I'm not doing that anymore. But I see you guys, some of you out there destroying your lives with the stuff that you're putting in your mouths. And I just sit back quietly and watch, and I just go, okay, what can I say to make an impact in this person? Maybe she'll watch, or maybe he'll be watching tonight. What can I do to inspire you to look at the chemistry that you're putting in your body and realize that, as yummy as some of those things are, they are eventually going to cause your destruction. And then what? Then you're living in paradise and you're sick, or you dropped out of a heart attack and leave your wife and kids behind. Like, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Do this for yourself. You deserve it. You deserve it, even if it's just to try. You're not going to feel deprived. Trust me. I'm not me. We ain't feeling deprived up in here. Our bellies are full and happy, and we eat very, very well, and we're healthy and we're vibrant at 55, guys. At 55, I have never felt, looked, been better. Yeah. So I hope that this inspires you. I really hope that you guys stick around and that you come to class and that you take your health seriously. You deserve it. You deserve it. Sherry asked, do we wash and rinse our fruit right before we eat it or before we put it in the refrigerator to store? Yes, whichever one works for you, babe. Whichever one works for you. As long as you wash it, it would be great. So that's food grade hydrogen peroxide, and we can get that at any pharmacy. Yeah, absolutely. You can get it at Walmart, you can get it at a pharmacy. Yeah, food grade hydrogen peroxide. You're home eating throughout the day. I'm on the road 5 to 6 days a week, so I'll have to pack a cooler. Yes, when I go out, I don't go anywhere without my packed cooler. Doesn't matter if we're going for a 2-hour drive or if I'm out on the road for the entire day. I always bring my nutrition with me. I am not going to rely on being able to pick something up out there. Just not going to happen. So yeah, you have to pack a cooler. Dali works all day. My beautiful man, Dali, works all day, construction job, very heavy physical labor job. And we've got these big stainless steel coolers, thermoses that are double walled aluminum or stainless steel, thermoses. And we pre-juice and pre-pack his lunch the night before. And he has a cooler. Actually, most days when he's out working, he doesn't even need to take any food with him in the cooler because it's all watermelon juice or his smoothies. So I'll have to pack a cooler with maybe oranges or apples or grapes or cut up cantaloupe or blendies. Going to take a lot of planning. It doesn't take a lot of planning. It doesn't take any more planning than it would take if you were going to bring your food with you for work anyhow, right? Prepare it the night before and you're good, right? You're preparing your food that is going to mean that you are able to do your job better, that you're able to stick around for your job, that you don't have to take time off of work because bam, you fell ill with something. You know what I'm saying? It's going to save you so much in pain and suffering. It's going to be totally worth it. Planning, I really don't plan too much ahead of time. I just make sure I have enough beautiful fresh fruit. Listen to all the fast food fruits you can have. Apples, just like you said. Oranges, easy. Just put it all in a bag, man. Cantaloupe, if you need to cut it up, that's not technically fast food then, right? Bananas, that's a fast food right there. All that you need to eat a banana is your hands. Peel it, eat it. Grapes, beautiful, beautiful, easy. What's the prep work in that? That's like the super easiest prep work. It's just getting around it in your mind, Carrie says, I've been eating raw nuts or seeds twice a week for the last week, and it has made me feel really good. Thinking after all this time, having mainly fruits and a few veggies, I need these. Yeah, we need a little bit of fat, and there's omega-3s, omega-6s. There's good stuff in nuts and seeds, and nuts are the best source of those amino acids. So yes, that would be good. I know nuts and seeds are structural foods, but what does that mean? Structural foods means that it helps build your structure. It's good for building muscle. It's good for building your bones. It's good for keeping the structure working. But by the way, our structure is already formed. So eat your nuts and seeds, baby. Eat your nuts and seeds. There's nothing wrong with that. When we're on a detox lifestyle, we're not doing this just for 10 days and then going back to the other stuff. So adding in your nuts, your seeds, beautiful. Try to keep them raw as much as possible. I have started to look into using more nuts like macadamia, although I really haven't used them in a recipes yet. They're freaking expensive, though, I'm not going to lie. But cashews aren't technically raw, but we still use them in our diet in moderation. I'm starting off saying I'm juicing for 2 weeks, but want to keep going after that. I have so much more detoxing to do. Weight to drop, pounds, cellulite on my upper legs, and so on. Same here, babe, same here. And if we can build this into a sustainable lifestyle, what's going to happen is that you can do it for a long period of time. And I'm not talking about just juicing, right? Juicing is just one little boost that we give to our system, even a more intensified level of detoxification that we can give to our system in order to, heal our body a little bit more amplified. But our entire protocol that we do all the other days of the year is still detox focused with our high fruit, low fat, raw protocol. Let me just see here. So again, I want to just refresh your guys' memory of the detox levels of accelerated detox. So even when you eat nuts and seeds and cooked vegetables and leafy greens, you are still detoxing, but it just slows it down a bit. When you want to amp up and accelerate your detox a little bit, start leaving out the nuts and seeds, and you're going to feel it in your body as well. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with nuts and seeds. You can definitely enjoy them, but just be aware of not having, an excessive amount, because it's a more concentrated food. It's a more concentrated food. It's higher in protein. We don't want to overdo it on the protein. We only need 20 to 40 grams of protein a day, you guys. That's way, way more than we are getting. We're getting way more than that anyhow when we eat a beautiful, beautiful living food protocol. Our foods, our fruits, our vegetables, our nuts and our seeds have complete bioavailable amino acids, complete nutrients, complete vitamins, minerals, enzymes, uh, all of the stuff that we need to survive beautifully. So we don't really have to worry about that. All right. Also, with doing the grape juice, my eyes started getting a darker blue. I'm releasing lots of stagnant lymph. Carrie, that is amazing. Our eye color will change. Our eye color will definitely change. There are only two eye colors of the human species, brown and blue. So if your eyes are gray or green or hazel or yellow or any variation of those colors, you're actually looking at an eye color that has signs of sulfur deposits, lymphatic stagnation, cholesterol dumping. So these are seeing how much our eyes change is a real confirmation of the healing that we are doing. So congratulations. I'm really happy for you. Yes, we got the freezer juice bags, game changer for going out, right? It's a game changer. Those little Tetris like reusable bags that you can put in the freezer. They're plastic, they're good quality plastic, they're reusable, so they're not just use once and throw it away. You can use them we reuse ours over and over and over and over and over again. And they're great because it's not glass, they don't break. And those are really easy to pack into your cooler. And when you freeze them, this is a really good tip. When you freeze them the night before, if you're going out the next day, they become an ice pack for your cooler, and they will thaw out over time during the course of the day beautifully. So it is a total game changer. We took a gang of juice with us on vacation, so we would keep our one meal per day on vacation. That is amazing. That is amazing, Dawn. When we travel, when we're out on vacation, sometimes we feel, oh, this is a time to just let it all go. I'm just going to eat and stuff my face and have so much fun and be gluttonous. And we don't enjoy our vacation that much because we know we're walking around going, oh, I don't feel so good. I need to go lay down, but I can't because we're out on the go. And it's like we push through, we stop listening to our body, and we just do it again the next day, overfill our tummies and overtax our systems with the meat, the dairy, the complex carbohydrates, the eggs, the cheese, the beans and rice, and all of the cooked food, right? But when you're on your vacation, that's when you want to be feeling your best and looking your best and being most vibrant so that you can enjoy all of the different things that you want to do. So why not go prepared, right? Why not pre-think of what you're going to need to fuel your body, just like how you would pre-think and look at your gas tank in the car when you get in and say, do I need to fill up with gas? Well, the answer is always going to be yes, right? Same thing with our bodies. What do I need to fill this vehicle up with so that I can have a really good day? It doesn't matter if you're on vacation. It doesn't matter if it's a holiday. It doesn't matter if it's your birthday. Your body still requires living food in order to be at its most healthy and most vibrant so that you can live your best life, man. Don't you want to live your best life? Drop it in the comments. Let me know if you're ready to live your best life, because that is what this is all about. Easy. It's so easy. Yes, I pack food every time I'm going out, and I think ahead every single day so that I'm not, caught unexpected. Oh my God, we're going out for a 2-hour drive. There's no food in the house. We'll grab something while we're out. No, we won't. No, because everything that's out there is absolute garbage, and it's not fresh, living, vibrant food. By the way, if ever we do go out and we haven't, for whatever reason, prepared, happens rarely and on some occasion, there's so many grocery stores around. We will go drop into a Walmart or to a grocery store that we are passing by, and we'll pick up fresh fruit and fresh veggies. And maybe that's when I might buy a little store-bought hummus. It might be a little bit, sometimes I try to get it as clean and as organic as I can, but we'll get that kind of stuff, and we'll jump back in the truck and we'll keep going. There's always a way around this problem. It's not a problem unless we make it a problem up here. There's always a way around the dilemma of, what do I eat on the road? You eat the same way you eat at home. Beautiful living food, right? Beautiful living food. Good. Doris is ready. I'm ready to live my best life. Yes, me too, girl. On our fruit feast, can we have avocado? No. No, so do not have any of the higher fat fruit. Avocado is a fruit. I love it. I eat at least one a day when I'm doing my regular, natural, normal, detox-friendly lifestyle. But when I want to amplify my detox, I want to keep all of the higher fat foods out. The higher fat actually prevents all of the absorption of your nutrients to diffuse from your food into your cell wall. So I do not have any avocado. I have no avocado, no nuts, no seeds. I am just doing fresh fruit and raw veggies. So no tahini, no avocado, no nuts, no seeds, no nut butters, no oils whatsoever. Will we need anything else, herbs, to get stagnant lymph out? No, actually. I have not done a whole lot of herbs on my protocol. I have been mainly doing high fruit, high living food, but you can definitely look at different herbal formulas, and we'll get into that probably in our third course, the one after the 10-day juice class. I'm going to be filming more and teaching more classes on the different herbal applications, different ways to use herbs naturally to move your lymphatic system. And this is one of the classes that I am going to be teaching on during our 10-day juice and fruit feast, right? The lymphatic system and how we can use our food to move our lymphatic system and to get those kidneys open and get that stagnant lymph out. So yes, you can use herbs, and we do talk about that later on. Yes, Niece says she's ready to live her best life. Oh my God, amazing. At 64, I am living my best life. Yes. Oh gosh, I love to hear that, Anne Marie. You're such an inspiration. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. On our fruit feast, can we have tomatoes? Yes, but make sure they're not cooked. Make sure that they're not cooked. They need to be raw. Cooked tomatoes get very acidic, so we do not cook our tomatoes. But absolutely, tomatoes are a fruit, as are cucumbers. Cucumbers are a fruit. Any plant that bears a fruit bears anything with seeds, and that those seeds are surrounded by a fleshy substance, like a mango. Think of a mango. It's got a seed in it. It's got flesh around it. Fruit. Think of a tomato. It's got seeds. It's got flesh around it. Fruit. Cucumber, same thing. Seeds, flesh around it. Fruit. So yes, you can. Do you have any recipes for frozen popsicles? I do. Frozen popsicles are great. You can just blend up your favorite fruit and stick it in a popsicle mold. Bam, you got frozen popsicles. Me personally, I would also add dates, because dates, and you can have dates on your juice cleanse as well. And at any point in time, they're very high in fiber, really, really good for you. Lots of nutrients, lots of iron. So I would also blend in some dates, but any frozen fruit drink. I want you guys to get really comfortable with experimenting with your own recipes for your fruit juices, your own recipes for your fruit salads, your smoothie bowls, your popsicles. I want you guys to get really experiment. Don't be so afraid of the fruits. I would keep it as simple as possible because, the body likes simple chemistry. The body loves cleaning itself out on mono meals where you basically eat only one fruit for that meal. So keep it simple, keep it juicy, and enjoy what you're doing. And don't be afraid. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? Basically, Sherry, if you like the taste of it in a juice, you're going to like the taste of it in a popsicle. Yeah, absolutely. Yay, tomatoes. Yay, cucumbers. I know, right? Yay, sweet peppers. Yay, everything that has a seed with flesh around it, you can have it. That is a fruit. But what we want to remember is the majority of your food, especially when you're doing a fruity detox. You want to keep it those sweet, high fructose fruits. All right, those high fructose fruits. The sweeter, the better. This is where I want you to go back and review the class that we did on sugars. Right, the power is in these sweet, high fructose fruits. That's simple sugar. That is what our cells are craving. So that is what we need to focus on. Are there any particular fruits that can clean out the GI tract? I'm still bloated, so I know that area needs a lot of work. Beet juice is really good for clearing out the GI tract. You can try red cabbage and apple. That is really good. Carrie, I would really start looking at how much you're eating. Are you eating as much as maybe you should be? Because let me tell you what, as soon as I start going all raw and high fruit, there is no problem with my bowels. Like usually a typical day, I normally would have 2 to 3 bowel movements. But when I'm on a high fruit, high fiber, high fruit, oh my gosh, my bowels, they work really, really well. So that's what I would do. You might also want to look into the Cascara sagrada. Cascara sounds spelled just like what it sounds like. The Cascara sagrada. I have that on a banner here for constipation. That works really, really well. Let me just see here. Yeah, so for constipation relief, you can try Cascara sagrada. I like that because it is gentle. It's not a stimulant. It's not like senna leaf, which is more irritant and causing irritation in the bowels. But remember, the bowels are the bowel movement is an electromagnetic experience. It's an electrical experience. It's the electrical impulses in the brain that that control the peristaltic action of the intestines. But definitely all fruits would really help. Eat more fruits. That's the one thing that I can say. I think when people experience constipation, they're not eating enough. You're not eating enough of the high fruit, high juicy fruit. And for you, Carrie, I might even say for your juice cleanse, I would say you might want to do a smoothie. You might want to do your 10-day fruit detox with smoothies, because maybe you need some of that fiber cleaning out there if you're having any issues with that. But yeah, and I'm also going to be talking about the nature of the GI tract and why it's so closely connected to the brain. That brain transverse colon connection is really, really cool. So I'm going to be talking about that in the next course as well. Oh, you're so welcome, Sherry. Thanks for your time and effort, Burns. You're the best. I love what I do. I love helping you guys feel better in your bodies, because it's not as hard as it seems, right? And sometimes we just need these answers, these questions answered in a way that really makes sense and that's founded in truth. So I'm really glad that you guys are here doing that. Wait, what? Bell peppers? Yeah, all of these are vegetable fruits. They're still fruits. But when we say fruits, we typically mean the sweet fruits, the juicy fruits, the mangoes, the bananas, the melons, the berries, the papaya, all the tropical fruits, all the standard fruits, the apples, the grapes, all of that. And when we're doing a high fruit diet, that is what we mainly are doing, because their fructose is higher in those. So yeah, but I do relatively little leafy greens. I really don't do a lot of leafy greens. And as you can see again here, The leafy greens are the, it's lowest on the detoxification scale. So I really, and we're not herbivores. We are frugivores by nature. So, stay focused on the high sugary fruits. Hey, Lauren, I'm glad you're here tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do some people have success with using GI broom while juicing? I have some GI broom that I've been saving to use during a juice fast. Yes, that was the other thing that I was going to say. Use your GI broom. The GI broom formula from Dr. Morse is really, really, really good. You can also use the GI Renew, and depending on how often you're having bowel movements and what type of bowel movements you're having, that will determine the number of the GI Renew. So, for example, GI Renew number 0 is for people with very loose bowel movements, having a lot of frequent watery loose bowel movements. You might want to get the GI Renew 0, and then right up to GI Renew 5, which is for people who are chronically constipated, can't go for a bowel movement weeks at a time, and then everything in between. So definitely pull that GI broom out and use it. It is really, really good. I'm drinking a 32-ounce smoothie, at least 64 to 90 ounces of grape juice, and sometimes chewing fruit if I feel I am needing it daily. Okay, well, that's really, really good. That's really, really good. You might also want to look into some of the GI Renew and some of the GI Broom to also do that. And, grape juice is something that makes a lot of people have a lot of bowel movements. So that's what a lot of people say. Oh, you need to have bowel movements? Grape juice. You might just want to switch it up and see how your body reacts. Maybe add in, maybe 90 ounces of smoothies and, just see how you do with that. Sorry to ask. Don't be sorry to ask, babe. That's why I'm here. But do some herbs are allowed? Does that mean we can throw in some mint and basil? Yeah. Throw in the mint, throw in the basil, throw in the coriander, do it all. You can definitely do all of those herbs. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, David. Greetings, lovely people, says David. So good to see you, my friend. David is here. By the way, David is the awesome friend and student in class, and that we were referencing when we were talking about fruit. Right, David? There you go. I was talking about you. So welcome back to class. This is the first class that you've been at since I mentioned you. Blood sugar down to 209. I'm down over 200. Yes. Oh my gosh. Healing your diabetes, healing the symptom, healing your body so that it's no longer having an issue in dealing with sugar metabolism. You're healing your pancreas, you're healing your entire system. And we couldn't be happier for you, my friend. Could not be happier for you. Watching while helping Nancy get ready for work. Nancy, I hope you have a great evening. I'm joining the juice fast starting tomorrow with Nancy and you all. Excellent, excellent. We're so happy to hear that. That is awesome. I put cilantro in my blendies. I love how you call them blendies. You're so cute. Yeah, cilantro. I freaking love cilantro. One of my favorite juices, as I mentioned, is pineapple cucumber juice with a couple of cloves of garlic, a little bit of jalapeno pepper, and a huge handful of cilantro. I love, love, love that. Yeah, he does rock. Absolutely. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night for tonight. Tomorrow, as I mentioned, we are going to be starting our 10-day fruit feast to heal our body. So I welcome you to come along and join us on that. Even if you're not ready for it, come to class. You'll learn a ton of stuff. You'll learn so much stuff that will help shed even more light onto why this is such a beautiful way to heal your body. All right. Rachel is saying, I just read about some other fruits in disguise. Wow. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of veggie fruits out there. I love you as well, Carol. Thank you so much for being here. Rachel says, thank you. You are incredible. You're so welcome. Thank you, Dawn. Dawn says, great talk. Good night, all. Good night, my darling. And Sherry says, I just blend fruits. I don't add coconut milk or nut milk that I think makes smoothies. as they're smooth. Yes. Yeah, you don't have to put the coconut milk or the nut milk into your smoothies. Not at all. It blends up. Stick a banana in there, stick some dates in there. Just make it abundant and dense and nutritious. That is what our bodies need. That's what we need. Carrie says, thank you for your help. You are so very helpful. Carrie, that makes me really, really happy to hear that this has been helpful for you. Thank you so much. Love you all. Good night, everyone. Good night, David. Thank you, Burns. Good night, everyone. Awesome. Look at our community. Best community in the world. Come join us on the Facebook group if you're not in as yet. Make sure to answer the 3 questions, 3 simple questions, so we know you're a real person. And join the before and after school kids over on the Facebook. And we'll see you tomorrow, ready to start. All right, guys, I love you. Good night. Mwah.